Hi, so this video is about Toddler Milestone 8. Toddler Milestone 8 is called Sequence of Events, and it's going to feature a reading activity where the child starts to put three, letters together to make a word, and usually about 3 letters per word. So Toddler Milestone 8, I'm going to show you in my book, is Sequence of Events. You can find the summary of my work on my website, theobservantmom.com. This milestone starts at 2 years, 6 months, 1 week. Gets to be at its most at 10s at 2 years, 7 months, ends at 2 years, 7 months, 2 weeks. That's the irritable period. And you might see things like they have a desire to stay up very late at night talking, they deliberately lie, refuse naps, become very jealous, become bossy, don't want to leave a fun activity. And that's because with the sequence of events, they understand the past, present, and future. They understand that if they're leaving the fun activity, they're not going back. So if you're dealing with all this, my sympathies. Toddler years are hard. But the purpose of this video series is that all of that is some type of internal growth and that you're going to see new abilities. And here's activities you can do to use those new abilities to develop some type of skill. In this case, I just picked reading to show this off. So, so for sequence of events, the activity I have is stringing together a word out of letters. And what I want to stress with this is that this should be easy. You should not tell them put together cat without any assist. You know what ka is, you know what a is, go get it and do it. They need the assist. This should be very straightforward and strung out. It should not be a test of them. This is not something they should have to logically figure out on their own. They need lots and lots of demonstrations to do this. I think that this is kind of the special sauce of this program, is that things are so straightforward. So what you do is you have a word written just like this with the picture next to it, and lots of books already have this. You probably don't need to draw it, but then they match with movable letters C-A-T. So you would have C-A-N-T, and they could spell it out with the answer right in front of them. So that's the first activity. That would be stage 1 of introducing the idea that all the letters go together and all together sound out the word cat. So stage 2 would be they try it on their own. Again, they need some type of assist. And you could just put movable letters out and just let them play at first. They'll probably make up nonsense words. That's fine. Another way to do it that I really like is to use Microsoft Word or any other word processing program. And just let them type, and they're probably going to do absolute gibberish. And have fun with it. If they're typing A, say, oh, you made A. Reinforce the idea that this letter makes this sound, and if they put two together, try to make that sound. My daughter did, after a while of doing all this gibberish, finally made actual words. I promise, if you just give them a little bit of freedom, let them play, they'll amaze you. So the other thing that you can do, I noticed that after my child knew that words, when you sound them out, make up a word, she was trying to do it. She was trying to read all the words she saw, but the words she saw were not terribly phonetic. Some people argue about what phonetic means, but she was trying to sound out words like June, which she saw on her calendar, or the letters CVS, which were big, huge letters on a store she saw. So what I did to facilitate this is, in her room, I put up words that were very, very phonetic with their picture next to them, so that if she felt inclined to try to read them, it would actually make sense and she could check her work with the picture right next to it. And I did put up a cat one with a cat. And at first she would sound out at, and then she would say ant. And I didn't correct her, because had I corrected her and she did it right the next time, was she doing it right because she understood, or was she doing it right because I told her that was what she should be saying? And after a while, she actually got it right, cat, and she would say cat. So that was great. So give them lots of room to make mistakes and explore and be super silly. And so one other thing, in the last video I had talked about introducing all letters. I forgot to say that some letter combinations should be taught as well, like any letter combination where when you put two letters together, they make a new sound completely. So like at and t is not what I'm talking about. That's at, and you can know that just by knowing at and t. But like sh, it sounds like sh. So sh, ch, and th are ones that I actively teach at this age. There's a few more. They're much less common. You could look them up. There's actually only like 8 or 9 of those. So your child's reading now. So in my next video, I'm going to be talking about further practice with it using the 3-part reading lesson from Montessori, and I'm going to be going all the way up to age 3.5 with some new lessons that you've probably never heard of before, but which I think are very much in alignment with a child who can do what I just showed and based on their development in their early 3s. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Come check me out. TheObservantMom.com will have this reading program on it. I'll have it featured at the top of the page probably under something called Education Materials, Toddler Reading Program, so that you can always have access to this information and come back to it. And please check out my book. The purpose of my book, Misbehavior is Growth. An Observant Parent's Guide to the Toddler Years is the idea that these age-related stages is internal growth and that you can use it to help your child's development. Thanks for watching.